did your nails?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my nail channel where we do everything nails over here. And here I am just showing y'all the Gel X nails that I did on myself. If you have not watched that video of me doing these Gel X nails, please go back and watch it. Please. It was basically like me doing it for the first time. I would just want to try, venture out a little bit into the nail world, try different things to see what's other out there, what else is out there besides doing acrylic, and maybe kind of offer my clients a little bit more options. But that video was basically, me doing it for the first time and kind of explaining the obstacles that I kind of went through. Most videos they just show you all the easy way, the perfection, the perfect way to do gel X nails. Which you're supposed to watch those videos, but that video is kind of showing you what I went through. What to be aware of when you're doing gel X nails, as I should say. But yeah, and I was initially going to design the nails, but I was like, since this is my first time doing the Gel X nails, I don't want to do all, because I had a design that was crazy and I didn't want to do all that just for them not to end up lasting. So I just got the pinkish nude rubber base gel and just put that color on my nails instead and just left them plain. But this was like 2 weeks and I couldn't take it no more. I was over the plane, it served its purpose. Okay. So I was like, I need something on my nails. I have to do something, but I didn't want to do like too much, something kind of, well, I don't know if it's simple, but I mean it is. We was just basically, uh, little designs. So yeah, I was just you seen me. I just pushed back the cuticles, and I was now I'm I don't know what I did before this. I was too busy talking. Now I'm just taking my five. I believe that looked like the 5-in-1, but now it look like I didn't switch to the finer barrel drill bit, and I'm just removing the polish from the nail. And now I'm just taking my mini sanding band and just cleaning up the cuticle area and kind of smoothing out where the nail has grown out on the nail bed. It's kind of make that a little bit more of a flatter surface, and it makes it more seamless and a little bit easier for the product to go onto the nail. Now I'm just taking I believe this is my 100/180 nail file and kind of just shaping it up a little bit more, since it has grown out a little bit. And this is just soap and water, just washing all of the dust off of my nails. You want to make sure you remove all of that before you start the next step, which is a dehydrator. And then I go in with my primer. This is the Dynamic Nail Supply Primer. And I was kind of rubbing it on like that because it's not running low, too low, but it's like the brush won't go all the way down to the bottom. I guess like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to find one of those clear empty, you know, nail polish bottles to pour it in instead of this large one, so I can get my money's worth and get all of it out of there. Because the brush seemed like it's not going all the way to the bottom. And after I use the Dynamic Nail Supply Primer, go in with the Young Nails Protein Bond. And you see me getting the girl, what is this called? The nail form. So in my previous video, like I had kind of placed this nail on a little bit crooked. So I'm using the gel to fill in the nail, to do my fills, but as well as right here, I'm trying to add it to the sides to make the nail fill in. I believe it was like, yeah, to fill in the left side a little bit more. So this was just like trial and error. This whole little gel X process that I'm gonna keep on doing on myself. Yeah, this was just like I was just trying to just going with the flow, and you see how it kind of added on to the nail. So I had added a little bit more on top of it just to kind of make it a little bit more thicker. So as you can see, this is how it looks. It's not going to look like, it's going to look like gel because that's what it is, gel. And you're going to see me kind of turning my hand upside down because it kind of lets the gel flow to the apex area of the nail. I'm not sure. Am I saying it right? Am I saying it correctly? But yeah, it kind of levels out the gel to not just be one-sided, it just levels it out smoothly, and it kind of tends to make your apex. That's what makes the apex. And here I am. I don't know what was wrong with this brush. It would not stay together. I think I need some new brushes. But just get you a little bitty skinny small brush and work that gel in on the sides and down to your liking, just to make it even. And it is some parts that I did have to go back in because you can see that like it's not as even as I would like it to be towards like the cuticle area. It's kind of flat, and then it kind of gets wider towards the apex. I mean the apex area, but I don't want that look. It looks too flat towards the cuticle area, too flat. But yeah, like some of them I did have to go back in. It don't hurt to just add some more gel to where you need it to be. And then have your little cleanup brush on standby. Wipe that glue away because if you watched the last video again, this glue is not anything to be played with. Like, it's something serious. You really have to know what you're doing and be careful. You really do. You have to make sure you're not getting this stuff on your skin at all. When I say at all, it will cause some problems. See, I'm just kind of pulling it down. And now I'm just done and wiping my nails off with some alcohol. Oh, well, that's acetone. And here I am with my barrel drill bit again. And I'm just going to be shaping the nail. And this really helped because my nail was one-sided, like it was just leaning too bad. I mean, well, I had fixed it the first time as much as I could because I was not about to remove their entire nail on myself and redo it again. And then I had like what, two fingers that were crooked, but I made it work to where it didn't look too off. But yeah, so all you have to do is just add a little bit more gel to your nail, and that way that's an easy fix. Instead of you having to remove the entire nail. Because that glue is not to be played with. It's not. Because once it's on, it's on. And it's kind of hard to remove. And now I'm just taking my nail file again and kind of shaping the nail a little bit more. And as you can see, like, that helped so much. And that's the part where I realized my tips were bending. They were bending. So I'm not sure if the gel makes them weak or I found too much. But you can see, like right here, they didn't happen to all of the nails. It was like maybe two nails. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe I filed the nail down too much, way too far. And I wasn't, I was like, you know what? That's one too many nails to be soft and bending like that. Did y'all see that? So I'm doing something else I never done in my life before either, and that is using polygel to harden my nail, you know. So I just went and got clear, and this was gifted to me from another YouTuber that I had won way a while back in a giveaway. So I finally got a chance to use it, and girl, you couldn't tell me nothing. When I know I sped up this video, but I was moving fast. I was moving fast because I was like, okay, now this is like extra time being added to me doing my nails. And I mean, as many videos as I have watched on Polygel, all they doing is just shaping. I put acrylic on weekly on my clients. So, I mean, how hard could it be? What more difference could it be? So it was just like I was putting that polygel on like I knew I was what I was doing. And I did know what I was doing. So it was just smooth from there. I had already put it in my head. Because at first I was going to go in with acrylic. But I was like, no. I mean, I don't think it's bad because I think I've seen somebody else do it like a hybrid. I think that's what they call a hybrid set when it's two different types of, how can I say it? I don't even know how to say it. Like you doing gel and acrylic at the same time, acrylic on top of gel. So, I mean, I just wanted to keep it in the gel family since I already had gel on my nail, and I don't want to, I'm still kind of learning this gel X process. So, I didn't want to overstep myself and really, I really don't know what I'm actually doing with this. I mean, I kind of do since I didn't practice, but it's still a learning process for me. So I was like, okay, I don't want to add acrylic because that didn't even cross my mind. It kind of did. I was like, should I put a clear layer of acrylic on there? But like I said, I just wanted to keep it all gel based. So I was like, okay, I have rubber bait. The gel X on my nails. So let's just keep it all products gel based and use polygel. It works just like acrylic. It's just like I was gonna put the clear acrylic overlay on the nail to harden it. Same thing with polygel. And then I just shaped it. Boom, simple. Now the nails are hard. They are back to its normal shape and everything, thickness. I was like, okay, look. But I didn't even worry about it when I seen the nail being. I was like, okay, I gotta make it, put some hard on it. It's not that hard. It was gonna either be acrylic or the polygel. So I'm just trying to learn how to do a feel on Gel X. So I've been looking it up, and a lot of girls do not offer feels on Gel X nails. So I really been looking it up, trying to see. I wanted to know why they don't like to do feels on Gel X nails. So I was like, let me try it. And, here we are. Soft nails, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that could be an option. That could be an option. If you offer Gel X services, then they want to come in for a feel. I believe that I used the wrong gel. I believe that was like too soft. I probably needed the hard gel. But since I don't have any hard gel, I just thought that the same product that I used to put the tips on with would work. And this was just a pink polish from Born Pretty. And then I end up just using top coat to put it on because I was doing designs and I didn't want it to mess up. If I had to wipe it off, I wouldn't be wiping off too much of the pink polish. So I just put a top coat layer on top of my nails. But yeah, if what was I saying? If you do offer Gel X nails, I mean, you'll probably need to go in with a hard gel or a polygel, or do polygel. This was an inspo. Y'all see the picture in the back? Because the gel that I have is like one of those 6-in-1s. So if you know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of all-in-one type of gel. And it was too soft for my nail to do a feel with. So I would not suggest using that soft gel or the all-in-one inclusive gels, the nail tip glue gel, or anything like that to do a feel on Gel X nails. So I'm going to kind of try to invest in hard gel and more clear polygel for now. I just bought a lot of acrylic, so I don't want to just jump the gun and go out and buy a bunch of different color polygels when that's not my feel. I'm an acrylic nail tech. I'm not a polygel girl yet. Not yet. So here I am just taking a hot pink. I believe this is Madam Glam. If I do have clips of me using that polish or have it in the video somewhere, I'll try to link that hot pink down somewhere in the description. But after I did the tips, I just took that same little polish, got my little brush that I tend to do, use with either the powder or I use it when I'm doing like the airbrush effect. I don't have an airbrush. I've been thinking about getting one, but I mean, then too, I don't know if I really just need it. It does give a better effect than the way that I'm doing it now, but I don't know. I don't get too many. Well, I do get a few people that want that airbrush look, but I just end up creating it with either the powder or the polish like this. Even like the ombre, I created that effect with just doing this. You can't achieve that look. Don't get me wrong. And I went in twice just to make it a little bit darker on the nails. So tell me what y'all think. I know y'all probably say it is a difference. But hey, I can still get that look from doing it like this. I say eventually because they are cheap. I see that now. Like, they're not, the airbrushes aren't expensive at all. But it seemed like y'all use so much product just to kind of spray a few fingers, you know? I guess that's what comes with it. Using all the nail polish. But I really got the look that I was going for. So it was cool with me. And I'll start mixing like a yellow and an orange color together to do the, I don't know what this design is called. It looked like something from the alien side, okay? I don't know. It looked like some alien webs. It don't look like spider webs. It looked like some alien slime stuff. You know, it reminds me of something about an alien. This design does. So that's what I call it. I just call it the alien design. That's exactly what I call it. Because what is it called? Don't nobody, we be coming, it's crazy that we be coming out with all these trends and we never know the names of it. Look, it's like some alien stuff. But yeah, I did not. I wasn't set at the end. Like once I finished with the design, I had to go back in with like a brighter yellow because I was not happy with the kind of darkish orange tone. I should have just left it alone and not mixed it with the orange at all and just did yellow because it was hard to see. But yeah, that's basically what I did. So here I am now. Just I just applied some blooming gel, and I'm just doing the blooming gel effect, the design on my both of my middle finger and my ring finger. And I'm taking my Madam Glam top coat again. Girl, I'm really trying to hang on to this top coat. Like it's nothing in here literally. Like I don't know how I was even getting something out of it. But yeah, I'm just taking my top coat because I wasn't planning on um adding anything to the nail because I was like, it's a lot going on. But I was like, it needs something. It's missing something. So, of course, I had to go grab the glue and had to add some charms to it. But yeah, I added a little butterfly. And then I was kind of lost. Then I was like, okay, I think I need something else. And I went, I had to go ask my daughter. And this is what she came up with. I was like, I need to add something to this middle finger. I was like, or should I just leave it alone? I was like, I should leave it alone, right? She was like, add some rhinestones and make it the shape of the nail design. And this what she said. I was like, you know what? You right. And it came out cute. It's like that's exactly what it needed. That's what needed to be added. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, watching me do a fill on these Gel X nails. Stay tuned for my next nail video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, Des Fabs.